Hey, friends. So, my friend Hunter Allbright is going to tap in a couple of minutes. This is going to be awesome. I love talking to Hunter. Hunter is a bottomless pit of knowledge and resources, and I'm going to go ahead and send him the invite right now. Um, so, hopefully, Hunter will tap in a couple of minutes. We'll get to talking about all kinds of things, including yesterday's UFO hearings in the U.S. Senate, and there's so much to talk about. Hunter, you handsome son of a biscuit, how are you doing?
Doing all right. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you. You are looking exceedingly Texan, my friend. If ever
dude, it's the
Texan
wildest
could
story,
be
man.
defined as one picture, it's you.
It's the wildest story, man. I was heading back. I drove across Texas, and I was headed back, and then I was at this truck stop. I just went to piss, and this dude had a whole barber shop in there, like real fancy in this truck shop, and it was super nice. So yeah, well, I wanted to talk to you about Bigfoot.
Let's talk about Bigfoot.
Okay, so people think he's good, and he's not. And nobody, like, there's no stories of Bigfoot helping somebody cross the river or pull their child out of a burning house. Or there's no good Bigfoot story. It's always bad. It's always creepy. This thing is not natural. This thing is unnatural, hybrid. It is not. It is not us. This is what the war is. The war is natural versus unnatural. That's what the transgender agenda is about. The LGBTQ, it's a CIA thing called grouping. They just grouped them all together. You were all now one thought, you have the same beliefs. You follow me? So this Bigfoot is a variation of human, angel, and some type of beast. It does not have the breath of the Lord inside of it. That's what Genesis says when he created man, he created everything. He said he breathed his spirit into them. These are natural, God-created beings of the original design. Satan comes in there because he can't create. He can only recreate. And he freaking throws a remix in there. And he's got a monster. You follow me? Are you following me so far?
Yeah.
So that was Nephilim. God flood kills all the Nephilim but one. The daughter-in-law of Noah was Nephilim bloodline. Okay? The entire secret cabal, everything comes from that bloodline. His grandson, Jephareth, is where the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, every single secret society of all time comes from that bloodline. All just like that. So, bam, and these are unnatural. It's just the war is natural versus unnatural. That's why they're after pregnant women. That's why we're having a shortage of formula. We're having all kind of, it's an attack on the natural. Now, here's what's wild. The thingy changed in DNA. Okay? So there's more unnatural out there. And their offspring, have you seen what they call pandemic babies? Have you seen this? Oh, these babies are superhuman. Have you seen this? It's some creepiest stuff all time on you can check out. It's these babies that are walking around talking and get 3 months, holding their head up day one. They're saying mama and dada, like they're doing intelligent things, like they're like washing fruit because it has something on it they want to wash off. I mean, just stuff that babies wouldn't think of, Anyways, so what's this? The whole abortion thing? They're gonna outlaw abortion. Why? Because Satan put all this work to create his Lucifer race, Luciferus that's in the vaccine. He don't want his babies killed. He wants his babies out there. He's not gonna let them liberals kill his babies. So we're talking a major problem in 20 years when these things get around 20, 30 years old. Oh my God, these monsters, they're superhuman. They have angelic powers, and it's the mark of the beast. Let's be honest, okay? It's these people can't make it, man. It's just that's what I think it is. I think it's the market. I think the vaccine is the mark of the beast. And there's longtime Freemason named Noble Shobel. He was like this old Freemason. He gave his life to the Lord and all that kind of. He's just kind of telling the secrets. He said in the 70s, they told him the mark of the beast was going to come through a vaccine, not through some type of computer chip. So he said he's been knowing this for a while. Anyways, I believe him to be a pretty trustworthy source. So what's happened is they've been changed into Satan's DNA, and ain't no way Satan's going to be allowed in heaven. We already found out he can't handle it. So he got his ass kicked out. So, anyways, that's the whole story. Bigfoot's a part of it. He's a representative of fear. He's crossbreeded. He ain't doing no good. All he's doing is scaring the shit out of people so bad their lives fucked forever. I've seen it with a bunch of people. Look up, you show up to them, it wags them out the rest of their life. The rest of their life they go in this constant search for him, and they never get to see him again. Anyways, Bigfoot's messing people's lives up. He ain't doing no good. He's not of the original design. No, he wasn't on the ark. He wasn't on the ark. God killed all of them for a reason. Okay? Anyways, he doesn't have the breath of life. He's demon possessed 100%. Same thing with mermaids. Same thing with what they think aliens are. And all of it is demon possessed, satanically hybrid created beings. That's what it is. Now they're gonna say they're all these other things. That's all they really are, all of them. Anyways, that's the whole story.
So I want to talk to you about this. I want to talk to you about this specifically because one of the things that I've been getting into lately are kind of the ideas of like pixies and fairies and this whole other thing that these whole other societies that we're not able to pick up. I've read about like the sphere of colors that a bug can see or that a bee can see are completely different from what we see and how we interpret our surroundings. What our agreed upon this description of green is, which is going to be minutely different from person to person. But I think that there's whole societies that we don't recognize exist that are in front of us. And so I'm glad you're talking about this because I'm just now digging into some of these beliefs. With the UFO hearings yesterday, or the UAP hearings that they had in the Senate, did you catch any?
UAPs now, right? Yeah.
I think that, well, yeah, UAPs now, but it puts it into a different perspective when you start talking about, because you and I think, had the conversation about like stargates and interdimensionality, where they're coming from. But some of the different UAPs that they've been discussing are also seem pretty Atlantean. When you really break it down, they start talking about the Tic Tacs, right? Coming straight up and out of the water, and then disappearing into depths that we can't understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
I mean, if there are parts of the world that we haven't seen, like what is there below?
Oh, definitely. There's definitely parts that we haven't seen. Let's just go back to the 50s, 1952. The Antarctica Treaty was signed. And think about the culture, the time, the division of the world. The world was full of division. The countries didn't get along. And then 1952, they all agreed and signed a treaty that said nobody can go to Antarctica. And nobody can even get 200 miles from it. Then they say, and it's such a horrible place, you would never want to go there anyways. Right? Nobody can go.
Weird.
Antarctica. The Antarctica Treaty. Look it up. So we're just supposed to believe it's some horrible...
I agree on anything.
Yeah. Who knows what the hell's going on there? I can tell you what, Hitler was very interested in what's going on there. And you ought to look up Admiral Byrd. So back then, TV was different. It wasn't like under control, cabal control at the time. Admiral Byrd does a whole story of what the hell's going on in Antarctica. He says this is the youngest admiral to ever make it in the military. Okay, Admiral Byrd, he did all these expeditions, the Antarctica, the North Pole, all kind of stuff. He was like a big-time hero back in the day. He did this interview, and he said that there are continents bigger than America on the other side of Antarctica. So he's saying there's all kind of stuff going on. And then here's the wild one. You ought to look up a Buddhist it's a Buddhist map of the world. You ever looked at this? It's over 2,000 years old. It's basically the world inside of a circle, and then there's 33 continents on the outside of it. So, anyways, the scale of the Earth part with America and all that stuff is like very accurate to what we see. So it's all very bizarre. How did they know that? Where did they get that vision from? Anyways, there's, what they told us to be true about this map, there's all kind of anomalies to it. Like another one. Have you ever heard of Friesland? You ever heard of that?
No, I just pulled up the map. The map is crazy. I just pulled up the Buddhist map. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'll include that links.
Oh yeah, it's so crazy.
All right, so
let me tell you, the 33 Freemason. It's all of their big little secret. Haha, we know you don't. And their whole job was to keep us in a lie of what the world really looks like, so they can insert some monster character that nobody's know what the hell's going on. And that's the alien invasion. They're gonna add this new character to this game of life we're in.
I think, and and I'm glad you brought up the invasion. The invasion becomes interesting because if you've been paying any at all attention to any of the soft disclosure, the alien invasion is a fake alien invasion because they've always been here. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Is we are pretending like any of this is new. And when you listen to like some of the BS that was spoken yesterday at the Senate hearings, and I had a whole other thing on this yesterday. They have a form that they have to fill out now when you're reporting something. Like there's an official reporting system. So what you've done there is you've created this bureaucracy. But the guy that was talking to the Senate said, "Hey, I just got off the phone with this senior pilot who's got 2,000 hours of experience, and he's saying that he's seen something that he's never seen before up there," which means two things. Means everyone is now convinced that they're having an episode 2, but the bureaucracy that you've created, you've already busted, right? You've already said that certain people of a certain rank get to do certain things. Anyway, sorry, it looks like we lost Brett. Brett left. Not exactly sure what happened. I always hate when that happens, when I'm in the middle of a conversation and something like that happens. I'm going to take a break. Hopefully, Brett can come back, and yeah, hopefully we get back.